So hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and here we are with yet another video. So as you have read by the title, I'll be telling you 5 things that I think I or anyone who is getting into Delhi University should know as a student. So first one being that you should obviously know some basic of the subjects that you are getting into. So what I mean by this is, you can choose any stream, you can choose any subject if you are interested in, but the professors, when they are teaching you, they automatically somewhat assume that the child already knew the basics, which means the 11th and 12th class basics of the subjects. So I would recommend any one of you who has not studied a subject previously and is getting into that stream or into that course would probably just go and look at the basics, that what was 11th and 12th about, and maybe try a few questions, or just go through a detailed what was in it. That's it. I think it will take you like 2-3 weeks to know what the subject, what the stream is all about. Go in and out of it, and you will be okay to deal with all the advanced level things that they will be teaching you in college. Now the second is the society competition certification really doesn't count on your CV. So when you are applying jobs after graduation and you show them your society certifications, which means that you have taken part in a society and you have managed this event, or you have been a part of this event, they will just read a line about it. They might ask a question, that's it. If you are a president, if you are a vice president of a society, that might matter like just a teeny tiny bit, like a 10% thing. The only sole thing that will get you a job is your actual certification, your actual major, your marks, and what field knowledge you have about it. Okay, so I know that when you are in college, you are into that state where you give societies more preference, you are into various events and stuff like that, and that's okay. The main thing that I'm saying is just do not sideline your studies, because I have seen a lot of people again who sideline their studies because of the society work. People manage both as well, but sometimes they are not able to do. So it's okay to give yourself a little break and focus on your studies, because that is something that will get you more further in life in terms of jobs or stuff like that, if you are really interested in that. If not, just enjoy your life, chill, do whatever makes you happy. Okay, the third thing is you need to do something practical. So when I say that you need to do something practical is basically when you are getting into Delhi University, maximum of the courses are theoretical based, and I think I have said this, like many of the students had asked me this in the comments, and I have told them that you need to do something practical alongside your courses. For example, again, if you are an economics student, I didn't do anything, but I think that was a mistake. You need to do something side by side a course, okay, something practical. Like if you are studying economics, you can do economics on, you can learn economics how to do it on laptop, the basic coding, what goes behind it, the Python, SQL, stuff like that. And similarly, I think there is everything available for different courses. And if you don't think that it is anything available, you can opt for something which is in right now, like video editing, stuff like this. You can just Google what are the most required skills or stuff which is highest paid skills, like that shit, and you will get top 10, top 15 responses from Google, and you can learn easily one of free. I think it is free on websites like Udemy, Coursera. Many websites are available, and I think even Harvard is providing online courses, so you can learn different things from that. Because we are sitting at home. So in 2 years, I would say the pattern has totally changed, because it has been more skill inclined than the course inclined. Okay, and for that skill inclined thing, you need to learn skills which Delhi University definitely do not offer you, so you need to learn that. Third thing is actually related to Delhi University: do not buy books. Fourth thing it is, yeah, do not buy books. When I say do not buy books is, as soon as you get into your college, the professors will be like, we are teaching you from this book. If you have joined any tuitions, they'll be like, we are teaching you from this book, this book, this book, that book. And first of all, many of the books are available in the library. The library system of Delhi University is very sorted in that manner. Okay, so I think you should first of all try to get it from library if you can. Okay, because sometimes the books aren't available, but that doesn't mean you should go and just buy. Most of the time, the books that the professors are referring, they are available in the form of a reading. When I say readings, it's like 4 or 5 books for a subject which is recommended by Delhi University, that is compiled into one book. Because the 4 or 5 books that are recommended like, from one book there are like 5 chapters, from the second there are 10, so everything combined in one reading. You need not want to or have to read anything beyond that. That is more than sufficient. So buy readings. And I think the best way is not to buy readings at all, just not to invest in books. Try to get it from your seniors, because again, these books would not be in use after a semester. Mostly they are not in use, other than you are preparing for your masters and stuff, they will be, but other than that they will not be in use, and they are pretty much new. Okay, no one just highlights and everything, do that shit in college. So try to get it from your seniors. If it's not available, try to get it from the bookshop. No need to invest in books, because books are definitely very much expensive. So try to save money. Okay, and the last thing is something that I was like totally shocked that what I have to choose. Okay, so as soon as I get into college, there is this thing, you need to choose an extra subject, and they'll be like, choose your GE. Yeah, they will say choose your GE. The professors will be like, choose your GE. I know that with online admissions this is not happening, but with offline admissions, or maybe after you will decide, after you are properly attending classes, they will be like, choose your GE. So what is GE? GE is generic elective subject. It They are different subjects as per different colleges and streams. Okay, so what they say is like, my major was in economics, so they offered me I think 4 to 5 generic elective subjects like English, maths, political science, commerce. I don't know if there was a fifth one, I clearly do not know. So there were like 4 to 5 subjects, and you have to choose one. And when you choose one, they said, I do not know right now, because I got a provisional degree out of college. I have not got my original degree, so I clearly do not know. But they said you will get a minor degree in the subject, which means that if you study that subject continuously for 2 years, okay, you have to take an add-on subject. So if you study that subject for continuously 2 years, you will get a degree in that subject as well. So they did not explain this much thing to me at that time, but they were like, choose out of the 5. So I chose commerce because I had studied it before, I know a little bit. So I was like, okay, let's do commerce. And after I chose, then I got to know, okay, this is the thing. And many people switched, different things happened, but they were like on the spot. So I chose commerce, which is, I'm grateful. But I'm just telling you in advance कि ऐसे कुछ options होंगे, and just try to make up your mind कि you will be getting a degree. Okay, तो आप बार बार उसको choose नहीं कर पाओगे. अगर आप change कर लोगे, you can change. Obviously, you can change your subject in every semester if you want. But if you change, you will not get a degree out of it. So it's better, to get a degree, I think. So obviously be thoughtful in that and just not कि यार नहीं मज़ा आएगा करने में, नहीं, अगेन सीनियर से कंसल्ट करो अबाउट इट कि उन सब्जेक्ट के टीचर्स कैसे लीनियंसी में चेकिंग होती है, पेपर्स कैसे आते हैं. आई थिंक वो ज़्यादा बेटर है बिकॉज आप अपने मेजर पे ज़्यादा फोकस करना चाहोगे, तो एज़ कम्पेयर टू अपना जो आपकी माइनर एड ऑन सब्जेक्ट चल रहा है, क्योंकि वो इतना हेल्प नहीं करेगा आपको आगे चल के. तो इट्स बेटर कि आप अपने सीनियर्स से कंसल्ट करो. आप सब बोलोगे कि यार ऑनलाइन क्लासेस में कैसे, एज सुन एज योर कॉलेज विल बिगन आप एक कॉलेज ग्रुप में आ जाओगे ऑटोमेटिकली. इट विल हैपन, इट हैपन्स विद एवरी कॉलेज. तो उसमें कुछ 3-4 प्रॉपर सीनियर्स होंगे जो मैनेज कर रहे होंगे सब कुछ. आप नॉर्मली उनसे जाके पूछ सकते हो कि यार मैं कौन सा सब्जेक्ट लूँ. दे विल गाइड यू द बेस्ट, ट्रस्ट मी, दे विल गाइड यू द बेस्ट, सो यू कैन आस्क देम. सो आई थिंक दिस वॉज फाइनली my 5 tips that every DU student should know before going into DU. So I think that's it for me for this video. If you liked it, please like and subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you guys on Monday. Until then, love you.